kabayan, we're back for our second video for the night po. And for this video po, ang papag-usapan na natin is yung mga next step na pwede gawin ni Fprrd, kung pwede ba siya mag-motion for reconsideration, kung pwede ba siya mag-appeal, and all the other possible legal remedies po na meron si Fprrd in relation to mga future requests for interim release. Okay? So kung gusto po ninyo yung tungkol dito sa pag-deny, yung decision po sa pag-deny ng interim release request, nandun po yun sa video prior to this. So dun po in-explain ko yung reasons ng ICC. But in this video po, mga next steps na po or yung mga future legal remedies na ni Fprrd. Okay? So kung naliligaw po kayo, tingnan nyo na lang po sa playlist ko at makikita nyo po yung different videos regarding this decision ng ICC. So this is just a reminder po, if you enjoy my video, huwag nyo po sana kalimutan mag-subscribe sa YouTube channel ko and i-like po mismo itong video na to. And of course, you may support my channel by joining the membership po, the Associates for Truth sa YouTube channel ko. Okay? So ngayon, start po tayo sa discussion. And just a brief history lesson lang po so far sa case ni Fprrd. As of today, October 11 na po, although the decision was kahapon pa, October 10, ito na po yung nangyari. ICC junks Duterte's request for interim release. So at present po, there are so far 2 interim release requests submitted by Fprrd at yung dalawa po na yon was denied by the ICC as of October 10, 2025. Okay, so yan lang po yung brief history ng case natin so far. So in-emphasize ko lang po yung date kasi baka hindi nyo to pinapanood in the exact date, baka in the future, para at least alam nyo yung status ng case on the date na in-upload ko po or ginawa ko tong video na to. Okay, so ngayon po punta na tayo sa Rome Statute discussion. So yung sagot po sa question na yan, makikita po natin yan sa Article 60, Paragraph 3. So di ba kanina po dun sa isang video yung diniscuss natin is itong Article 60, Paragraph 2 and Article 58. Pero ngayon sa Paragraph 3 naman po tayo. So kung makikita ninyo, this is very straightforward po. The pretrial chamber shall periodically review its ruling on the release of detention of the person and may do so at any time on the request of the prosecutor or the person. Upon such review, it may modify its ruling as to detention, release, or conditions of release if it is satisfied that changed circumstances so require. So ang ibig sabihin po nito, hindi po porket na deny yung initial interim release request ng isang akusado ay ibig sabihin hindi na siya pwede ma-release talaga, di ba? Kasi ang sabi po dito, the pretrial chamber shall periodically review its ruling. So when you say periodically review, i-review po nila yan every now and then yung pag-detain po kay Fprrd at pwede po nila gawin yung review na yan pag nag-request po yung prosecutor or yung akusado, di ba? So kung makita po nyo, even the prosecutor, yung kalaban po ni Fprrd, pwede rin nila i-request na i-review yung ruling ng detention or yung pag-deny po ng interim release request, okay? And the reason being, kaya pwede yung prosecutor din po dito mag-request, baka po kasi, let's say, a couple of months or a year or so from now, mag-iba na yung circumstance ni Fprrd, tapos kung yung prosecutor mismo, tingnan nila sa Fprrd, tingin nila hindi na talaga kaya, edi sila po mismo, the prosecutor, since may feelings din naman po yan sila, di ba? They are also human beings. So kung makita nila na yung akusado ay hindi na talaga kaya mag-stand for trial, edi sila po, they themselves can request a review of the denial ng interim release request, diba? So kung makikita po nyo, this is more on for humanitarian reasons, kaya nandito rin po yung prosecutor, diba? Hindi lang mismo si Fprrd or his lawyers, kundi pati kalaban niya pwede rin mag-request. And yung example po na binigay ko sa inyo, more or less ganyan po yan, kasi of course, pag nag-iba na yung situation, baka maawa na rin, kahit yung prosecutor maawa na rin, di sila na rin mismo mag-initiate for request of the release, okay? And then dito po sa last sentence, sa kalagay, it may modify its ruling as to detention, release, or conditions of release if it is satisfied that changed circumstances so required, diba? So take note po na changed circumstances, diba? As the trial goes on po, mag-iba po talaga yung circumstance at situation ni Fprrd, diba? Kasi sinabi ko dun sa unang video natin, medyo may mga weak na explanation na nangyari dun sila Atty. KAUFMAN. So baka ayusin na yun nila Atty. KAUFMAN yung explanation, so that can also be considered as a change in circumstance, diba? So anyway po, ang main point ko lang, pwede pa rin po mag-grant or magbago yung denial as long as na magkaroon ng request from the prosecutor or from the accused na i-reviewin yung decision of the denial. Okay? At ang sagot po dyan is hindi naman po kailangan antayin talaga na magka-change of circumstance. Kasi aside from reviewing the decision which was a denial of the interim release request, pwede rin naman po mag-appeal pa yung accused under Article 82 of the Rome Statute. Okay, so kung makita po niyo Article 82, number 1, letter B, very specific po to. Letter B states, a decision granting or denying release of the person being investigated or prosecuted. Diba? So yung decision po kung saan na-deny yung interim release request ni Fprrd, pwede po nila yan i-appeal dun sa appeals chamber ng ICC via Article 82, number 1, letter B. Okay? So in other words po, ang point ko dito, hindi naman kailangan antayin na magbago or manghina palalo si Fprrd bago po ma-question yung denial ng interim release request niya. Okay? And klaruhin ko lang din po, itong appeal, this is a continuation of that decision kung saan iakyat mo siya ngayon sa appeal court na sa our appeals chamber po yung tawag sa ICC. Yung kanina kasing pinakita ko sa inyo dun sa Article 60, paragraph 3, yun po ay parang somewhat similar lang to a motion for reconsideration if there is a change in circumstance. So let's say after 6 months or 1 year, mag-iba yung situation. So magre-request po yung prosecutor or si Fprrd sa pre-trial chamber na reviewin yung initial denial decision nila kasi nagbago na nga yung circumstance. Okay? Whereas ito po, hindi yun siya a simple motion for reconsideration. This is a continuation pa of that decision na ni-render. Diba? So pag decide na denied, pwede mo yan ngayon iakyat sa appeals chamber. Tapos kung yung appeals chamber, balik ta rin yung decision, i-grant yung interim release doon, edi pwede po makalaya si Fprrd kahit na hindi antayin yung change in circumstance or situation niya. Okay? So again, I would just like to reiterate, yung appeal po is a continuation of the case, whereas yung sa Article 60 number 3, yun nga ay parang motion for reconsideration, pero kailangan mo mag-antay ng change in circumstance of the accused. Yung sagot po dyan, nandito po yan sa Article 82, number 3. So, nakalagay po dito, an appeal shall not of itself have suspensive effect unless the appeal chamber so orders upon request in accordance with the rules of procedure and evidence. So, ang point lang po nitong Article 82, paragraph 3, is that yung original decision ng pre-trial chamber, magta-take into effect na po yung decision na yon kahit na mag-appeal pa ang isang accused. So since there was already a denial of interim release request dun sa pre-trial chamber, magta-take into effect na po yun. Hindi siya pwede mabago during the pendency of the appeal kasi currently, yun yung actual decision. Okay? So the only time po na pwede mabago yung decision denying the interim release request is kung manalo si Fprrd dun sa appeals chamber. Pero kung hindi po siya manalo during the pendency, magte-take into effect na po yung denial ng interim release request niya. Okay? So yan, gusto ko lang din po klaruhin kasi baka isip nyo may iba pang paraan na mapalaya si Fprrd during the pendency of appeal. So during the pendency, wala po kasi magte-take into effect na nga yung decision denying, and then hindi din po siya pwede mag-motion for reconsideration yung nasa Article 60, paragraph 3 kasi wala pa naman pong change in circumstance in such a short amount of time. Okay? Pero hindi ko rin po sinasabi na imposibleng walang change in circumstance kasi of course matanda na si Fprrd, hindi natin alam baka in 1 month or 2 months or less may mangyari, edi that can be considered as a change of circumstance na pwede pumasok dun sa Article 60 paragraph 3. Pero of course that is still all speculation pa lang, di ba? But at present, kung susundin lang natin yung mga possible outcome, ito po yung pinresent ko sa inyo, yung mga possible or pwedeng remedies pa na gamitin ni Fprrd. Yung pinaka-immediate remedy po niya is ito pong Article 82 paragraph 1 letter B, a decision granting or denying release of the person being investigated. This is his immediate remedy po kasi yung sa Article 60 paragraph 3 kailangan pa mag-antay ng change in circumstance. So anyway po, hanggang dyan lang muna yung discussion natin. Hopefully klaro po yun. If you like more legal educational videos, legal explainers po to current events, kung saan I give as much detail as much as possible, hindi yung mabilisang kwentuhan lang, subscribe lang po kayo sa YouTube channel ko. And until next time po, see you all. Bye-bye!